As you heard, there's a little snippet of my story. I started my business in 2009 because nobody would hire me, because I had too much education and I was overqualified. That glorious word that is really a shot to the heart that says, you're still gonna be broke, you need to find something else to do. So, started my journey that long ago and I still continue to do it, but last year I had a lean year. And for any of you who have been in business before, those lean years really, really hurt. I had a couple of contracts drop off, and I was like, oh my God, like, I need to be able to eat, and I can't be married to somebody bringing in nothing because nobody wants to be with somebody who's broke, right? So I was like, okay, I will go back into the workforce. So I re-entered the workforce, and it showed me that I should never do that again. I would say this, I'm a workaholic, which is not always good. So when I get into something, I am in it all the way. And I was grinding, I was starting programs. I really enjoyed the work. But the person that I was working for did not enjoy me because too many people praised my work. And even though I looked at her and said, you can calm down because I don't even want your job. Her belief was, you could do it, so you're competition for me. And she actually told me that. And so it was great that the conversation was candid, right? But I had committed that I would stay for a year. This was 3 months in. I committed that I was going to stay for a whole year. And I'm going to share a couple of stories with you, just so you understand the environment that I was in. One day I'm sitting there, and she comes through the door and says, oh my God, I got up this morning, and then I went for a quick walk, and I was tired, so I fell back asleep, and that's why I'm late. So I was like, oh, okay then. But who says that? And that's when I started looking around the office going, oh my God, where the heck is the exit? I appreciated the amount of honesty that I was experiencing. However, when you start looking around the office because you think you just might be on Candid Camera, it might be time to leave. So for me, I decided, okay, it's time for you to evaluate because you're not going to be here long. You're just not. So how are you going to set an exit that's going to lead to success? Because lean years just hurt. So what are you going to do? So I, like many other people, had to deal with the fact that if you jump out, you feel like you're jumping with no net. And so many of us have these visions that we simply do not act on because we're afraid that when we go out there, we might end up falling. And you might. But to me, it is far worse to not jump and not know than to jump and learn something. So what is keeping you bound in places where you are not really being fulfilled? What is keeping you from stepping out and enacting on that vision that you were given? You see, I went back into the workforce because I really, at the heart of it, thought that God wasn't going to catch it. That's really what it was. So I had to go and make something of my own. And it was a disaster. So what do you do? What do you do when the what ifs are creeping in so fast and so deep that you cannot get beyond? Do you know what the what ifs are? Do you know what they are? What if it doesn't work? What if I make no money? What if nobody hires me or contracts with me? What if I lose my house? What if I can't pay for that car? I can't walk everywhere and public transportation sucks here. What ifs will keep you from moving? And the core of a what if is nothing but fear. And fear is a prison that we often do not recognize. But we can see it. Know how you see it? and unexperienced potential. Fear will stop you dead in your tracks. And it's not always in the midst of a career. It's fear of doing certain things with your kids. It's fear of traveling. It's fear of venturing out. It's fear of doing that thing that would make other people look at you and go, I don't understand that. And so then you stop living or don't even have the opportunity to live your best life. So when your heart is crying out, where the heck is the exit? It's time for you to do something.